I love today's topic because we're going to talk about the Navy Fed Business Credit Card for New Business LLC. So I'm talking about the Navy Fed Go Biz Rewards Card, okay? So how do you get a massive limit the first time around, the first time you apply? So if you are interested, I want you to stick around till the end of today's conversation because I'm gonna break down a lot of stuff for you. Don't you go anywhere. You're gonna love today's conversation, I guarantee it.
One in a million, one in a million, one in a million. You know they're coming up to me, cause I'm just the kind of flower that's stinging from the beat, but the rhythm's getting higher. Go, 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 go. One in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million.
Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great and blessed as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, we're going to talk about how to get a massive limit the first time you apply for Navy Fed Business Credit Card, especially when you have a new business LLC, okay? The first thing is you need to understand, what are we talking about? What is the Go Biz Rewards Credit Card about? You need to really have a clear understanding of that card, okay? Now, it is a solid rewards business credit card. The key word here is rewards. Did you get that, boss? Okay, and you have redemptions available from as little as 1,000 points. In other words, when you actually earn points, you can redeem those points for cash back, travel, gift cards, and much more. I'm talking about your business, of course, okay? And the cool thing here is that this credit card is open to startups. So if you have a new business LLC, this is not a problem. But the thing is, you have to have a relationship with Navy Fed at the personal level and maybe at the business level for you to qualify for this card, okay? And in terms of a FICO score, they're pretty flexible, and it's not a problem. The card also features multiple cardholder capabilities with one set account limit, meaning multiple employees can have access to the card. So this is really great because if you do this, if you use the card strategically, you can increase the rewards earning potential of the card. Long story short, boss, this card is ideal for those who are a member of Navy Fed members, okay? If you have a business and you want to earn reward points for the purchases you or your company makes, this is really good. And the card is kind of cool if you don't want to pay an annual fee. This is great also. And if you want to provide multiple employees with access to the card, okay? So the bottom line is, should you apply for the Navy Fed Go Biz Rewards Business Credit Card? We think yes. Yes. If you have a new business LLC, and you happen to be a member of Navy Fed, this is a great card. The rewards program is kind of cool. The entry access is kind of cool. In other words, when you have an average FICO, Navy Fed will actually consider you. Okay, so it is kind of cool. But the one thing I'm going to talk to you about how to actually have the right strategy, because it's all about having the right strategy. It's all about having the right formula to make sure that you get a massive limit the first time around. So number one, understand what the Go Biz Rewards Card is about. Number two, I want you to become eligible. So you want to acquaint yourself. You want to familiarize yourself with the criteria that the Navy Fed wants you to have to qualify for this credit card. Okay, it's really important. Now, the thing is that the application package is pretty simple. So you have a form, you have to fill it out, okay? And Navy Fed wants you to attach your business tax returns for the last 2 years. But if you are a new business LLC, they want to see your personal tax returns for the last 2 years. So you want to attach your 1040 for the last 2 years, okay? And if you happen to have, let's say, a 1 year tax returns at the business level, you can attach that also. So that will be your 1065 or 1120S or 1120C. Remember that as an LLC, you can elect at the IRS level. You can elect to actually file Form 1065. In other words, you are taxed as a partnership or you are taxed as a corporation, in which case you will file Form 1120S for S Corp or 1120C. But this is beside the point. So the requirements, so you have the credit card application, the business tax returns if you have them, the personal tax returns. A business plan may be required. So Navy Fed wants you to attach a business plan. Hey, boss, wait a minute. Don't you give me a cheap ass business plan. I'm just kind of tired of people going online and just downloading templates, business plan templates, and just trying to customize that. No, if you want to get a massive limit the first time around, you need to give me a seriously written, a compelling business plan. No cheap ass business plan. Okay. And the thing is, sometimes you see those templates, you have errors, you have typos, you have grammatical anomalies. What's up with that? What's up with that? What is up with that, folks? We need to stop that. Okay. So you want to have a compelling business plan, and you want to have also financial statements. So those will be projected financial statement, because we're talking about a new business LLC. So the business hasn't actually generated actual data yet, actual data. So you'll be relying on projected data. Okay, projected balance sheet, income statements, statement of cash flows, statement of owner's equity. And in some cases, you might want to prove some collateral, because for this card, Navy Fed might require from you personal guarantee, especially if you don't have a lengthy relationship with the credit union. They might actually ask you for a personal guarantee. So now you understand the criteria, the eligibility criteria for this business credit card from Navy Fed. The third thing you need to do, if you really want to get a massive limit the first time around, uncle, sister, aunt, I'm just talking to you. You want to get legit. I don't care you just walking around the neighborhood telling everybody, hey, listen, I'm a CEO. I have an LLC. I'm a CEO. Boss, do you have a legit business? Or are you just the CEO of an empty shell? You got to get legit. You need to get legit. If you are a single member LLC, that's fine. If you're a multi-member LLC, that's fine. But I want to make sure that you are properly registered at the state level. So when anybody checks on your business records, they know that you're properly recorded at the state level. Okay. You need to designate a registered agent. Yeah, you got to have an RA, registered agent, because this is basically someone who receives official or legal documents such as subpoenas on behalf of the LLC. And the thing is, you don't want to be your own registered agent. No, you want to outsource the whole thing to anybody. Okay, because for privacy reason, you don't want folks to actually dig into your personal affairs and people knowing where you live, all that kind of stuff. That's just crazy. So for privacy reasons, you want to outsource the whole thing. And there are a lot. The good thing is there are a lot of organizations that actually will charge you a fee. This could be $5 or $10 a month, or maybe I think $50 a year to actually be your registered agent. So you have legal Zoom. You have I'm just Ink File. Okay, you have in Zen Business. Okay, you have a lot of businesses that actually can be your registered agent. So you got to be a registered agent. All right. You want to prepare and file articles of organization. Okay. If you have an LLC and you don't have articles of organization, you are an empty shell. You need to create an operating agreement. Now I'm telling you all those things because Navy Fed might want to check those documents. Those are foundational documents. Those are quintessential documents. Those are documents that actually constitute the fulcrum of your LLC, boss. Okay, this is the backbone of your LLC. So the next time you walk around the neighborhood and telling everybody, hey, listen, I'm a CEO, I'm an MD, I'm a managing director, make sure that your LLC has a backbone. Your LLC has a strong foundation. Your LLC is active. In other words, it has a certificate of good standing from the state. This is important because if Navy Fed wants to dig a little deeper, if they realize that you don't have a certificate of good standing, your ass will be denied on the credit card application. The fourth thing you want to do is to get ready. So what are we talking here? We are talking about your FICO score. See, when you have a new business LLC and you're trying to get a massive score, a massive limit on the gold-based rewards card, the thing here is that you want to boost your chances of approval, right? And a good to excellent credit score will help. Because if your business is new, you better give something to Navy Fed to chew. You want to give them some juice to chew. Chewing juice. You want to give them something to chew, right? And you want to give them excellent credit score, good credit score. We're talking 690, 720, 750. Make me proud, boss. Make me proud. So you really need to work on that. You need to work on your FICO score, okay? And that really will help you, because there is a strong correlation between your potential business credit score and your personal credit score. What I'm trying to say is, if you have a high FICO score at the personal level, at some point when you start building credit score at the business level, those two will go hand to hand. In other words, you have the potential of having a high paydex score. You see that? So you want to check your FICO score to make sure everything is accurate. Everything is top notch. You want to talk to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. If there are errors, you want to file dispute letters reflexively. It has to be a reflex. If you realize that somebody is just messing up with your credit score, you just want to take action ASAP. Okay? Well, now no if and buts. Not working around and just saying, "Oh, I hope there's something." No. You take action. We're using the active voice here, no passive voice. I hope this will be done by somebody. Who? Hey, you have to fix this. If there are issues in your credit score, you take action. You talk to the data furniture. There's something called data furniture. Those are the people, those are the institutions, the banks, the credit unions that provide the data to the credit reporting agencies. So if there's an error on your name, or you see a loan that you haven't applied for, or you see a credit card under your name, somebody, you're a victim of identity theft, stuff happens all the time. Okay, be active. And where do you find credit scores? Well, there are a lot of places. You have annualcreditreport.com, you have Credit Karma, you have Wallet Hub, you have your current credit card issuer. Okay, even Navy Fed actually offers free credit scores. So the whole thing is, you want to monitor your credit score. Very important. The next thing you want to do is to pledge. See, when you are a new business LLC, Navy Fed wants you to pledge to have a personal guarantee on the GoBiz Rewards credit card. Okay, so you got to be in a position to demonstrate good personal assets to match the card's limit. In other words, if you are asking for $10,000, you better have some personal assets to match the card's limit. If you're asking for 25 grand, you better be ready, because at the end of the day, it's all about making sure that you provide Navy Fed with the net worth potential, so they can look at your credit card application and say, okay, we probably we'll just approve his as or her as anyway. Okay, now I'm not talking here about one-to-one match between limits and assets, but you need to be ready to show something. What do I mean here? See, if you're asking for a $25,000 limit, I'm not asking you to post $25,000 worth of assets, no. But you got to have the potential, should push come to shove, to show that you may raise $25,000 in disposable assets, okay? And those assets can come from savings accounts, your checking accounts. I'm talking at the personal level, but also at the business level, okay? And we are talking about certificate of deposits, so CDs, okay? Share certificates, all this kind of stuff. This is where a strong multi-product relationship matters. Oh yeah. When we talk about pledging, when we're talking about posting personal assets, posting a personal guarantee, this is where having a strong relationship with Navy Fed matters. So I'm not even talking about having a lot of money in your accounts. I'm talking about the length of the relationship. I'm talking about the variety of accounts that you have, okay? And how many, what we call data points, how many touch points are you in contact with Navy Fed? Are you in contact with them through your checking accounts, through your savings account, through your CDs, through your IRAs, through your share certificates, and whatnot? You probably noticed that I'm not talking here about liability accounts. So when we speak about an NPR, we always focus on asset accounts, deposit accounts, accounts in which the money belongs to you. I'm not talking about debt accounts, because debt accounts, liability accounts those are not part of the NPR, because you owe money to creditors. So they're just looking at your exposure Okay, they're not looking at you as a net worth, as your net worth. In other words, they're not looking at your assets here. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Finest, yo, Miss Tequila, and call me señorita. Ay, papi, got me dreaming. My legs up on the ceiling. Oh, yeah. I know when he come, he ain't never gonna leave now. Hit it the night run, and that's the way I wanna be. So don't think
Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still talking about Navy Fed business credit card for new business LLC. And I want to talk to you about how to get a massive limit the first time around. Now, the next thing you have to do is you got to justify. You need to justify to Navy Fed why you need $15,000 instead of $5,000. You got to understand, Navy Fed is looking at your ass and constantly thinking about reducing their exposure. They are constantly thinking about giving you a lower limit. You, uncle, I'm talking to you. You, daddy, you, mommy, you, my sister, I'm just talking to you. I want you to justify to Navy Fed why they should be giving you 25 grand or 50 grand. You got to have a spending plan. It is called a spending plan. So when you have a new business LLC, you got to have a spending plan. In other words, you need to tell Navy Fed, hey, listen, I want 25 grand because I plan to buy this, and this. And those are business expenses. And I'm going to use those items to boost my business, to generate revenue. You got to have a plan. You need to codify the whole thing. See, no plan, no game. No plan, no gain, or whatever the saying is. You got to have a plan, and you need to talk about how much credit limits you need for what financial performance will allow you to repay the charges. Because just telling Navy Fed, listen, I intend to charge $10,000 worth of expenses on the card. Well, okay, that's kind of cool. How are you going to pay us back? How about that? How about clarifying? How about elucidating? How are you going to pay us back? Let's just have a conversation with that. So you need to actually be able to back up your claims. So when you have a spending plan, and by the way, your spending plan has to be in sync with your business plan, okay? Because your business plan is basically the overall objectives, the overall goal, and your spending plan is just a portion of it, but it has to be in sync. There has to be synergy within those two, and your spending plan also has to be in harmony with your forecasted financial statements. I was speaking earlier about a business plan where you have projected financial statements. Here is also important. So you got to have a clear idea how your spending plan fits into your business plan. The last thing I want you to do right now is to apply. So we've done all the research. You have done the preparation. You're resilient. You're good to go. All that kind of stuff. Okay, you got to have a plan for the application itself. If you want to have a high limit on your Navy Fed business credit card, I don't care what anybody says. We have data to back it up, and we've been doing this for a long time for ourselves, but also for clients. Okay. You need to apply at a branch or over the phone. Don't you listen to anybody telling you otherwise. People will be telling you, hey, listen, you want to apply online. They're lying to you. Okay? They're lying to you. If you want to apply online, I'm not stopping you from doing it. But you will be getting a small ass limit. If you want a large limit, you want to have a high limit, you need to apply at a branch or over the phone. And it takes preparation. You just don't pick up the phone and say, hey, listen, I want $25,000. No, you need to actually talk to a representative first to gauge your chances of approval. Okay, you give them the context of your business. You talk to them about what your business is about. Okay, you want to gather as much intel as you can during the conversation. Because you just see, the thing is that you don't have a conversation just as with the Navy Fed the same way you have just a casual conversation. It is a business conversation, because you're asking them for money. You're asking them for a credit card. You're asking them for quote unquote a line of credit. Okay, so if you happen to apply at a branch, make sure you bring your paperwork to the meeting. I'm talking about showing them all your financials. You want to show them your business plan. You want to show them your spending plan. I mean, this is for real, okay? This is really, you want to mention during the conversation your NPR with NFCU, your strong relationship with them, how long you've been with them. Okay, put all the cards in your favor. Yeah, boss. Let's be active here. Forget about this passive, strategy. No, you got to be active. You want a limit, go get it. Okay, and the thing here is that if you prepare this seriously, because you got to prepare this as an interview. Okay, if you're going for a job interview and you are just preparing everything, this is also a quote unquote a credit card application interview, right? So you're trying to convince the other party, in this case the Navy Fed rep, that you deserve, your new business LLC deserves a high limit. It takes practice. It takes preparation. All right, this is the end of today's conversation. So I was talking to you about Navy Federal Business Credit Card for New Business LLC. How do you get a massive limit the first time around? So you got to understand what the card is about. You need to become eligible. You need to get legit in terms of your business LLC. You need to get ready. You need to make sure that you have the right assets. You need to justify. You need to have a spending plan. And last but not the least, you want to apply strategically. Thank you so much for your attention. I will speak to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.